Hi, I'm Pete Lindner, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress on the Democratic ticket. I'm in the 12th District, which is 96th Street of Manhattan down to almost Canal Street. And that's 2/3 of my people. 1/4 of them is Long Island City and Astoria, and 10% are Greenpoint, Brooklyn. About 750,000 people there, and I hope to represent them in the U.S. Congress and go for ending government corruption and making our streets safer by specific programs such as safe guns and incentivizing jobs in high crime areas, and making the web safer, and a lot of forward-looking ideas. Well, the New York Police Department has a great program that basically gathers up crimes by area and figures out how to assign police officers there. And we could do this on a nationwide basis. And if there's an area that has high crimes, we'd also check to see if they have high unemployment. And that way we could perhaps give the people jobs so they wouldn't have to steal to live, and they might have something forward to look to and might improve their neighborhood. Well, that's a big topic. It's like one of the major changes in the world. We see that all the time, and I mean, sadly, Hillary Clinton with their email server, but also look how many people have had ransomware, or that people have gotten viruses by opening email, or people have got on the web and clicked on something and their computer has gone down. So I think we should make the web safer. One way is via encryption, and there's many types, but there's a strong encryption such as PGP or RSA, if I can get technical. And if we use these methods, then we can not only make sure that the message has integrity, but also that other people can't read it, and you can also stop spoofing, that is, somebody pretending they're somebody else. One thing I'm very proud of in particular is an idea I came up for citizen complaints, which I think is necessary, because a lot of times you make a complaint and what happens to it, who knows. I would suggest a unique number called the PEAT number, for personal event tracking envelope, where if you complain somewhere, that gets a unique number. And all of what you said or wrote or passed on is in that envelope. So if that person says, oh, we're the wrong department, you should be talking to a different precinct or to a different government agency or to the state, not to the city, they could just pass that single number on to that other agency, and you wouldn't have to repeat any of your information. It would all be there. But the beauty of having a PEAT number is that other people can track it throughout the whole country, so they could see how many problems are being generated and what is the topic they're being generated about. And if they all wind up at one place and nothing is being done about it, we know that place is a problem. So I think this tracking envelope number, the PEAT number, would be important for helping cut corruption and simplify our lives. The reason I want to represent the 12th District of Manhattan and Queens and Brooklyn is that I feel there's a lot we could do forward-looking in Congress, and that's why I have forpetesake.nyc as my website. For Pete's sake, New York City, let's get into the 21st century. I think it's very important to be safe in our homes and on the streets, and that's why I want to have smart guns. That's why I want to have systems where if there's a high crime area, that we get jobs, and then we get education, and then we try to systematically make the U.S. a better place, but also simple things that it can be safe for us to be in. I mean, I know there are other issues, luckily, that we don't have to deal with, like lead in the water, and I'm so glad that I don't live in Flint, Michigan, and have to deal with that. One thing that everybody has to deal with, though, is crime. And I really want to have some better way to handle it and be more sophisticated and not be punitive and not have the jails be the horror show that they are, and have people respect their neighborhoods, to have a stake in it, and not have gang violence. So I think the U.S. has to do something on that. It's not just the city, it's not just the state. We have to have a national program to make our country safer without becoming a police state.